I am Sanjay Kumar. I am Commissioner Police, New Bombay, and I am an IPS officer of 1989 batch. Originally belong to Bihar. My educational background is that I am MA in Economics, and then our JRF, Junior Research Fellow, NET qualified, and then I appear for the civil services in 1989 and got IPS. For 1989 onwards, I am allocated Maharashtra cadre. In Maharashtra, I have served at different capacity as ASP Ichalkaranji, Additional SP Nanded, SP Aurangabad Rural. Then I went on deputation to UN, MIBH, United Nations Mission in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And after coming back, I went as a DCP Nagpur, Commandant Group 4, SP Kolhapur. Then I went to the central deputation, served in Delhi, Bombay, Bhubaneswar, Nagpur, and then I again come back to the cadre and become IG Kolhapur Aurangabad, CP Aurangabad, Joint CP Pune, and head of the CID for 3.5 years in Pune. And after that, I have joined as a CP New Bombay. I have, from the very beginning, you say my inspiration was one gentleman that is a very famous IPS officer, and he was the SP Begusharai, Randhir Verma. And that time I used to study in 7th standard, and his personality is such that I go to see him and I generally just touch his vehicle. So from that day, I just want to do something related with the uniform service, and that's why I have tried to get into the civil services, and I have opted for the police service. No, that time I was a kid, but I have an affiliation and attraction towards the police, the uniform service. So, and especially the police service, the impact which a police officer can do, it is visualized in the Begusarai in Bihar is a highly criminalized place, and there one person can do the impact, can do the change. It was in itself a attraction for the joining for the civil services and the police services. The question is that when you start doing the job and then you realize that you have the power, you have the authority. So something is very confined to your job related that you can do as per the rule and as per the procedure. But there is a scope where you always can do going out of way and helping the people, settling a lot of dispute, being in a position of authority and power, you can do. So from the very beginning, I have always worked for the poor people, downtrodden people, because my consideration being the economics background, that the marginal value of a theft of a poor people of 2000 rupees is equivalent to the marginal value of the rich people of 2 lakh rupees. So if 2000 is stolen and robbed of the people, of a poor people, that is more than a robbery or theft of the 2 lakh rupees for the same upper class people. So we should concentrate on the solving and resolving the issue. Besides, being in democracy, everybody has the right, and that right, irrespective of the caste, religion, and the social status, economic status, that has to be maintained and protected. That should not be taken away from anybody. Because there is a lot of scope, a lot of opportunity to get the satisfaction. It's a very satisfying job, all the civil services, because you have the interface with the public, whom you can directly serve. The second thing great about the civil services, it's a permanency. A politician can come for 5 years, go back. But the civil servant, you can stay. Third thing is important in the civil services, that the work you do is going for the credit. Every time it is, whenever you reach some place, your information goes in advance, because people are knowing for last 20-25 years and seen you serving. So that is the advantage, that permanency, all the things is being credited, all the good work you do being credited. Fourth, you have a lot of public interface. So you can make a lot of change, and there is a very satisfying nature of the job for the civil services. With change in the technology, with the change in the whole social setup, the scope and the challenges is going to increase. Only thing is that first thing you should do, that you should be come to the job if you love to serve the people. If you have another vested interest in coming to the job, don't come, because then you don't love the job. So you should be passionate to serve the people. You have to passion to maintain the democracy, then you come to the job. Once you come to the job and decided to come to the job, you have to work hard. Civil servant doesn't require, and civil service doesn't require an expert, but certainly it requires an officer who has the good knowledge of everything, and who can analyze a thing, who know his country, who know the social and economic problem of the country. And then if you analyze all these socio-economic problem, then you will succeed in the civil services also, and you love the job also. The thing is that you should go ahead with the current development, and you must read the current book which is coming for the about prognosis of the development, prognosis of the social society, and prognosis of everything. So you must be aware of all sort of development, basically the economic and social development which is taking place world over. So this is important. So future goals, still I am hoping, because post-retirement I am going to retire in 4 years. I want to be a teacher. So let's see what happens.
Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.